Today I'd like to share with you a very special dish that has been in my family for a very long time. When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. They taught me how to cook, they taught me how to fish, they taught me how to be a kid and have fun. As I've gotten older, I have been able to create dishes just using the ingredients in my kitchen. Today I'd like to share that dish with you. The dish I'm about to create for you is a very simple yet delicious dish. This dish is called Chicken Devine. Chicken Devine has very few ingredients, such as chicken, cream of chicken soup, 2 cans, 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, divided, 1 cup for the dish, the last cup is going to be for the toppings, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, and 1 cup of mayonnaise. Later, you'll be using about 2 cups of croutons. This is going to go along with the extra cup of cheese. Also, a cup and a half of broccoli. Broccoli would be mixed in with the rest of the ingredients. First thing you like to do while you're preheating the oven to about 400 degrees, first thing you want to do is take your chicken and want to cook it down. I typically shred the chicken after it's cooked down. I also throw in maybe a pinch or 2 of curry powder just to season the chicken a little bit. So you'll shred your chicken. I like to put it in a big bowl. I next then will take the 2 cans of cream of chicken. Just put it in here like so. I next take the mayonnaise. These little bowls are about a half a cup. I like to use a full cup. So 2 of these bowls will do. 1 cup there. Okay. Next you'll take about a half a cup of cheese. Sharp cheddar cheese. The bowl like so. Curry powder, 2 tablespoons. And I also like to put the broccoli in the mixture as well. The broccoli has already been cooked. I like to use the bird's eye in the freezer section. You just pop it in the microwave for about 5 minutes, let it sit. Be careful, it'll be really hot. And I dump that in there as well. Okay, once we have all those ingredients mixed together, just take your time and mix all of the ingredients together in a bowl very well. It's going to be a little messy, but it's going to be worth it in the end, I promise you. Like I said, there's very few ingredients to this dish. This dish can make a very large pan, maybe a 9 by 13 pan. You don't necessarily have to use a glass pan. Today I am going to be using a disposable pan like this. This will work as well. You can use the aluminum foil here, which I will put that on top of the pan when we're about to put it into the oven. Just mix everything together like this. Mix it very well. You want all the ingredients to be mixed and blended. You don't want anything chunks of curry powder on top. You don't want mayonnaise to be globbed on the side. You want the cheese to spread very nicely. Just mix everything together. Once you get everything mixed together in your large bowl here, you're going to take that 9 by 13 pan. You don't need to grease the bottom of it. Just mix it all together. Okay, once you got that mixed, take your pan. Now, take your bowl. You're going to lay your mixture in the bottom of the pan here. Spread it out as even as you can. Just like this. Trying not to make a mess, of course. It's not cooking if you make a mess. That's what my grandma used to say. I had so much fun cooking with my grandma. She taught me so many different things. What she taught me, what I'll always remember, is like kind of what I'm doing now. You can create any dish that you want just with the ingredients you have in your cupboard. There's a great app that I like to use. It's called Kitchen Cupboard, I believe. You can type in the ingredients that you have and it'll create a dish for you. This was invented long before apps were created, though. Alright, just spread it out as even as you can. Just take like a flat spatula like so and spread it out evenly. Okay. Once you have that finished, this is like when I like to take the remainder of the cheese. Like I said in the beginning, you're going to use 2 cups, 1 cup to mix in with the mixture, and the remainder, I like to just sprinkle on top. A little bit here and there. After I'm done sprinkling some of the cheese, that's when I take the croutons. You can use any flavored crouton that you like. I prefer the garlic, herb, and cheese croutons. This is a cheesy dish, so I like the more cheese. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to use the cheese kind. I like to use the cheese kind. And this is when you just sprinkle the croutons right on top. You don't want to smash them into the mixture. This is more like kind of a crust. Just spread them out as even as you can. And then I'll take the rest of the cheese and then I'll just sprinkle it over top of the croutons. I sometimes will use more than 2 cups of cheese. I love cheese, but that's up to you. Sometimes people that I've made this dish for won't use broccoli. Some people don't like to use broccoli. I, on the other hand, I love broccoli. Only in this dish, though. Okay, now that we have everything laid into the pan, I'm going to take a strip of Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil, whatever you have in your house. Doesn't have to be Reynolds wrap. And I like to cover it. You don't have to be a good cook to create a dish. You just have to have patience, imagination. Practice makes perfect. I don't know how many times I've made this dish, and every time I make it, it turns out great. It turns out better than the time I made it before. So now that I have my oven preheated, I'm going to put this in the oven for 45 minutes. So let me go put that in the oven, and I'll see you in about 45 minutes.